What's the best email marketing software right now in 2020? Well, after testing all the best email services and even running our entire business on over 5 of the leading options, in this video, we're gonna step through our top recommendations, covering everything that you need to look out for when you're deciding which is the best email marketing platform for you. Hey, it's Justin Brown here from Primal Video, where we help you grow an audience and scale your revenue with online video. If you're new here, make sure you click that subscribe button, and all the links to everything we mentioned in this video, you can find linked in the description box below. So let's jump into it. Now, there's a ridiculous amount of options when it comes to email marketing platforms. Deciding which one to go with is not a simple decision, and choosing the wrong one can mean a ton of work migrating between them down the road. So we've spent a ridiculous amount of time trying and testing all of the leading options, and we are constantly researching and retesting so that we can keep up with the latest features and the changes across the board. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing what we've learned from all of that research and how we got to our current top recommendations, and what you need to know to choose the right email marketing software for you right now. And on top of that, I'm also going to share with you a link to the recording of a free workshop that we ran, stepping through how we organically convert over 30% of our new YouTube subscribers over to our email list every month, completely automated. That training is super thorough, and it even includes a walkthrough on how to set up each of our recommended email platforms as well. So make sure you stick around for that one. Okay, so getting to the options, as we've said, there's a lot of them out there, and some of these platforms you've likely already heard of. You've got things like MailChimp, ActiveCampaign, Aweber, Drip, Infusionsoft, Convertkit, GetResponse, Constant Contact, Sendy, and there's a lot of others as well. So we've tried and tested most of these, and we've even run our entire business at various times on several of them. We actually started running our business on MailChimp, then we moved to Aweber, then Convertkit, Drip, Infusionsoft, and ActiveCampaign. And from all of that, our top 2 picks and our recommendations right now are ActiveCampaign and Convertkit. Now, both of these are our 2 standouts for different reasons, and they are the best options that we've found for the vast majority of users. So we look for the best in class for specific use cases. So you might be a power user or even an intermediate user right now, but maybe a power user one day. Someone that's looking for something that is scalable long term, something that's not going to hold them back or something they're going to hit limits in. And those users are looking for something that will likely do everything that they ever need to do. Or the other use case is someone that's just after the simple stuff. Basic emails, simple automations, and this use case could really fit in with most of the options that are out there right now. So no matter which one of those use cases or categories you might be resonating more with, our top 2 picks, as I said, are ActiveCampaign and Convertkit. Now, both of these are intuitive, they're easy enough to use. The interface isn't going to be too overwhelming for an absolute beginner or someone who is more advanced to jump in and to start to get familiar with either one of them. They're both really powerful email marketing solutions with built-in automations as well, which is a huge advantage. They've also both got great customer support. Now, it wasn't that long ago that Convertkit support was a lot better than ActiveCampaign support, but ActiveCampaign recently has really stepped up, and they've even introduced things like a new support center here in Australia, which means they've now got more global coverage across different time zones. Now, both of these services do run off a subscriber-centric approach, which is where you're essentially paying for each subscriber once, or each email address once, and then you can add that subscriber or that email address to as many lists or tags as you like. Whereas some of the other services are list-based. So a subscriber, if it's on multiple lists, you're actually paying for that one person or that one email address multiple times based on how many lists it's on. Now, with Convertkit and ActiveCampaign, there is a slight difference in the overall workflow. Convertkit is entirely tag-based, whereas ActiveCampaign includes both tags and lists, which does add a nice extra layer of options for your subscriber management and your automations as well. So we're going to dive into Convertkit and ActiveCampaign in a little bit more detail to help you decide which one is the right one for you, and then I'm going to share my recommendations. Now, Convertkit also supports some powerful intuitive automations. It has a simple visual automation builder built in, which is great, and it really helps you understand what happens as a user moves through a specific workflow or an automation. And it supports pretty much all the basic options that most users will need. It also has built-in basic landing pages. Now, I do mean basic landing pages, but this might be enough to get you up and running, and it might mean one less platform or one less subscription that you need. Now, Convertkit does have less features and a lot less pro-level automations and control than ActiveCampaign, but Convertkit is also very intentional with what they do. with really a no bloat focus, which is probably going to create a lot less potential overwhelm with their users as well, without those advanced features. Now, in regards to pricing, they do have a free plan that you can start out on. So if you're just starting to grow your email list, then this could get you in on their platform and learning how it all works. But do note that this free plan, it doesn't actually include their visual automation funnels or their automated email sequences. So if you're looking to build out any automations or any email sequences, then you're not going to have access to this on this plan. So to unlock those features and everything else, you really want to jump across to their complete plan, which starts at $29 per month for up to 1,000 subscribers. And the monthly fee scales as your email subscribers scale as well. So overall, we've got several clients and tons of students that are using and loving Convertkit. It is easy to pick up. It offers you some great basic automations that you can grow into if you're not there straight out. And it doesn't require you to have an IT degree or a full tech team to help you understand it. So now on to ActiveCampaign. This one's also got a really great interface, but as I've already said, it's got a lot more advanced options, a lot more control, and a lot more complexity than Convertkit. So it's not as easy to use, and it's definitely not as intuitive as Convertkit. ActiveCampaign does have a built-in CRM as well. Now, it's definitely not a Salesforce competitor. It is really simple, but it does let you manage your customers and track their history and interactions and everything all in the one place. The email editor in ActiveCampaign is a little more clunky, so it does take more work to get the result that you want and to understand how it works, but know that it is really flexible with what you can achieve in there. In regards to the automation side of things, this is really the system seller for ActiveCampaign. It supports everything that Convertkit can do, but so much more as well. So you get far more advanced controls and advanced features to really build out pro level and advanced level automations. So you've got things like being able to trigger specific actions, to add people to a Facebook custom audience, or to create custom webhooks. They even have the ability to integrate with your website and tracking and all of that sort of stuff too, and being able to track events or link clicks back to a specific email subscriber. So super powerful. So there is a huge level of depth in ActiveCampaign. Now, it is a platform that is definitely harder to learn than Convertkit, but it will give you way more options as you grow, especially if you're someone who's looking at some of these automations and things and just having access to all of these options and features, whether you need them right now or not. Now, ActiveCampaign doesn't have built-in landing pages like Convertkit does, but it does integrate really, really well with most of the big services like lead pages, or you can easily link it up to your website as well. So in regards to pricing, you've actually got a few different plans that you can choose from, starting at $9 per month for their light plan, which will include up to 500 contacts or 500 subscribers. But at that price point, it actually does give you access to their marketing automation features on that light plan as well. If you do want access to some of the more advanced features like Facebook custom audiences, then that's where you want to move up throughout the plans. But to compare this side by side fairly with Convertkit, their plan was starting at 1,000 subscribers. So if we up this now to 1,000, then you're at $17 per month here in ActiveCampaign. Comparing that back to Convertkit, which was starting at $29 per month for 1,000 subscribers with those automation features in there. And obviously, just the same as Convertkit, the pricing scales as your email list scales as well. So which one is the best and for who? Well, Convertkit is our go-to recommendation for anyone that is likely going to get bogged down in the tech. Someone that just wants something nice and unintrusive and easy to use. So it's our top pick for anyone that's unlikely going to want any of those complex automations or anything outside of simple email funnels, and that just wants something that will get the job done nice and easy and fast. Whereas we see ActiveCampaign, on the other hand, is for anyone who's really not fitting that description. It is far more customizable. There is a huge range of options and features in there, offering you incredible amounts of flexibility. And when you stack that up against Convertkit, all that flexibility definitely adds more complexity. But if automations is a big thing for you, and it is for us at Primal Video, or you just want to know that you're really unlikely going to be hitting any limits as you grow and scale with this stuff, then you're going to love ActiveCampaign. Now, comparing the way that ActiveCampaign actually handles these automations against the likes of something like Infusionsoft or Keap, which has typically been the standard for marketing automation, ActiveCampaign just makes things far simpler to set up and to manage. And it really is chalk and cheese, and ActiveCampaign stands out by a big margin. So for us, we use and love ActiveCampaign, and we run everything in there from simple email funnels to entire business processes, all within ActiveCampaign. Even things like right down to managing subscriptions for our Primal Video Accelerator membership. So if you're looking for an email marketing system where you're likely not going to be bumping up against any limitations as you move forward and as you grow with this stuff, then that's where we recommend ActiveCampaign. But for those of you who are just after simplicity, then you'll love Convertkit. Now, if it's still not clear for you from this overview which one is the standout for you, then I would suggest just grabbing the trial version of each of them, diving in, having a bit of a play around, and just taking a look for yourself. And again, links are in the description below. Now, earlier in this video, I said I'd also share with you how you could access our email list growth workshop, including all the tutorials on how to set up both ActiveCampaign and Convertkit to start growing your list on autopilot. These are the exact tactics that we use to grow our email list by over 30% of our new YouTube subscribers completely organically and on autopilot each and every month. So that is linked on screen now and below in the description as well. And I will see you in the next one. Cheers.